It is the world's most prestigious, and it's holding its grand final in Lyon in France from the 22nd to the 23rd of January. And Alex McIntosh is a chef from Southwest Brewery in Torquay. Good morning to you, Alex.
Good morning to you both. How are you?
We're very well. So tell us how you got involved in this contest and how you've gone.
I've always really followed and loved this contest because it's to me the most prestigious contest in the world, and which has the best chefs in the world. So I've always looked up to these chefs and looked up to this competition my entire career, and it's just a huge honor to be able to compete representing Australia.
Alex, tell us about the competition format. Is it MasterChef style where you go and they go, these are your elements, or are you just bringing your best dish to the table, so they say?
It's a little bit of both. It's a 5.5-hour competition, and it's like the World Cup of cooking. You have the top 24 countries in the world competing in the final, and we have to present two different themed items. So one of it is monkfish, scallops, and mussels presented on a platter. And then the second theme we have to do is called Feed the Kids. And it's about children and nutrition. And the ingredients we have to use in that theme are pumpkin. So we have 5.5 hours to present those dishes. But it's also very much about showcasing where we're from and the native ingredients to us, so it's really unique in that sense.
The competition is called the Bocuse d'Or. How do you get considered in the first place?
In the first place, so every country has a national cook-off, so you apply. Ours is open right now, and it's going to be in April. So you apply for the competition. They get 4 teams selected, and then whoever wins that cook-off wins the right to represent Australia. Then you go to Asia Pacific qualifying if you're in Australia, and then off to the finals. And I mentioned the teams because it's not just me cooking. There's my co-me Tristan, there's our coach Dan Arnold, the judge is Scott Pickett, and it's a big group of people to get this all together and to get us on the podium.
Alex, you mentioned you've got to prepare cuisine or something for the kids' palate, and you said using native ingredients as well as pumpkin. Does that mean you've got to try and find a way to get Vegemite and pumpkin to work together?
It's a challenge. Well, the challenge of it all is we're still cooking to these world-class chefs.
Yeah.
So while the theme is Feed the Kids, it's finding that balance between top-level cuisine and hitting the brief as well.
You mentioned that you have a coach, Scott Pickett, of course, from some of Melbourne's best restaurants. How do you actually train for a competition like this? Is he hovering over you?
Yes, definitely. So a lot of it is practicing at the kitchen at Southwest Brewery, practicing at the kitchens at Victoria University, and it's just about being really creative, lots of communication between the team, because obviously Scott Pickett's very busy, Dan Arnold's very busy, the brewery is very busy, so we do a lot of this in our spare time, and it's just about constant communication and development of the dishes, and then we'll all get together and we'll cook it up and we'll taste it and then just keep growing and evolving from there until we get to the finals.
Before we let you go, we've got to find out what you're serving down there at the Southwest Brewery down there at Torquay. What's on the menu down there?
We've got a little bit of everything for all occasions. We've got a really big menu. So if you want to come in and have lots of sharing, snacky dishes, we've got the classic pub meals, but even then we do like a beer brine chicken parma. So we really get a lot of flavor in there. It's hand crumbed and cooked with a lot of love. We've got hand-stretched pizzas. We've got salad bowls and poke bowls. And of course, with amazing craft beer that's made on site.
Jim's on his way down the
Yeah,
highway.
but I'm just plugging in Google Maps, how long it'll take me.
Alex, best of luck with the competition. It was great to have a chat to you this morning.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Jim, on the Rimmer File today,